Hello coloring friends, welcome to another Find and Color 100 Prompts video where everyone coloring in adult coloring books for certain prompts, and usually we have 1 week for coloring. And today we'll see all the submitted illustrations for the prompt bouquet. Though of course bouquets can be not only flower but maybe from leaves or berries. I believe all the illustrations I've got are with flowers. So our final slideshow looks very spring summery type, very colorful, very joyful, and it was very enjoyable to see all those pictures. And on the whole I've got 123 illustrations. And exactly same number of works we had, guess for what prompt? For the prompt tulip. So it seems everyone likes to color flowers. We have 3 main artists for this prompt: Hannah Carlson, Maria Trolle, and a little bit unexpected for me at least, Kanuka Iguza. There are several illustrations by this artist, and also Morgan O'Brien. Less illustrations I've got from Denise Klette, Camelia Angelkova, Joanna Besford. I believe there's only 1 illustration. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've got impression that there was very little of Joanna. We have Rita Berman as well. Different types of flowers, of course, and flowers as just a bouquet. Flowers in vases, in cups, baskets, even in umbrellas. So very interesting compositions, very interesting flowers, colors. I really enjoyed seeing all those works. And what I have colored in my previous video, I showed you books and illustrations that I thought I would color. I knew that I would have little time for coloring, but in reality it turned out that I had even less time, actually 1 evening only. And I looked at those pictures at first at the latest book by Melpomene, and I thought, no, too many details, I need to think, and too much to color. Then I thought maybe Hannah Carlson. And again I looked at the picture and I thought, no way I can finish it in 1 evening. So I got really upset and was thinking what to do. Then I decided to look through my more simple coloring books with like mandalas, doodly style, maybe illustrations, patterns. And again I couldn't find anything, and I got even more upset. But then at the end, luckily, I found 1 picture in this book, Lush Life by Doreen Castle. I was so glad, so relieved. Here it is, this picture. And actually it took me more than 1 evening, a little bit more, but I was in time to finish it. Mostly everything with markers, except like small details done with acrylic painter and fine liners and white gel pen for white details. Let me show you closer. I think it's look rather pretty in spite of being so simple. And as the base is slightly on the side, I thought there was like empty space. I decided to use a butterfly sticker. It matches here by color and into this composition, I think. And so I'm quite pleased with the result in spite of this picture being so simple. and I'm so happy that I didn't have to miss this prompt, that I was in time and I colored something. And it's interesting, that's my second illustration completed in this book, and the first one was this one, and again it was a bouquet. And I'm happy that I have colored second picture in this book finally. And now I want to make an announcement. From Monday I'm going on holidays and I will be traveling. I want to visit some very remote area in Nepal. It was like my dream, and finally I thought it's about time I go there. So it will take around 2 weeks, and then when I come back, of course I need some time to do some things and to color something. So I'm taking off 3 weeks from videos, from coloring, and the next finding color video will go out on the 12th of November. So for the next prompt, it will draw today. Everyone will have 3 weeks. So you can relax, not to be in a hurry to finish illustration. You can color more illustrations, or you can color for our monthly color along, which is supernatural. It's Halloween coming up, so you can color it for something for that prompt, and then for the weekly one. Or maybe some people want to color for the prompts that they missed previously. So I think you will find something to do during these 3 weeks. Yes, now let's see all the submitted illustrations, all those variety of colors, flowers, styles, and I hope you will enjoy it. Let's go.
So that was our color gallery of works for the prompt bouquet. Thank you everyone who joined this challenge and sent your illustrations. And now let's choose another prompt for the upcoming 3 weeks. So you can send your illustrations until the 11th of November. Personally, I hope that it's going to be not complicated prompt, something that I can color quickly, because I still will have little time for coloring after I come back. But we'll get what we'll get. Let's find out. So friends, we've got prompt snail. It's interesting because before the bouquet prompt, we had a prompt from our first season,
of finding color. And now again we've got snail, and this prompt we have already colored in our previous season, and many people wanted to color once again for this prompt. I remember there was a big choice of illustrations, some of quite unexpected stories, unexpected characters with snails, not just like sea themed, or you expect something with snails, but something different. And complicity depends on the illustration you choose. I remember one of the pictures I colored for this prompt was a mandala. So I will try to find something more simple for myself. Though I know there are a lot of very interesting pictures for this prompt. Anyway, I'm off now to look through my collection, and see you in a second. So friends, I'm back, and to be honest, today also I have very little time, and since I've got so many illustrations for the prompt bouquet, I will spend a lot of time for making this video. So I decided not to waste much time on search of suitable illustrations with snails, because firstly no time, secondly this is rather a simple prompt, and I believe you will be able to find nice illustrations in your collection without my hints or something. So I just have chosen books with more simple illustrations that I know I would have time to finish in time, so to say, when I'm back. What's the point to waste time now in search of illustrations that I know I would not be able to finish to color in time when I'm back? So only 3 books I'm going to show you today, and the simplest illustration with snails that I was able to find is from Coloring Heaven Ink House by Rory Dobner. There is a separate book by this artist with the same name, and we have this illustration. That's the simplest I could find, but still it's very much suitable for the prompt snails, because look, they're quite large, noticeable, and there's a lot of these snails. So if not to think much about doing something with the background and just color the snails, it's a very simple illustration. Even I would be able to finish it in a couple of hours. So I was very glad to find this picture, because in case I have very little time, I have this picture to finish. Another illustration, also quite simple, maybe a little bit more complicated than the previous one, again from this book Lush Life, that I have colored a bouquet in. And this is it. Little bit more elements here. We have mushrooms, but these are not like realistic mushrooms, so I don't have to color them realistically. They're like doodly type. I even can use any colors I want, not like mushroom colors. And again we have rather large snails here, so very good for this prompt. Again, I'm very happy I have a choice, not just one picture. And then Sacred Nature coloring book by Lydia Hess. These illustrations are a little bit more complicated, but maybe more interesting in composition, in variety. Like this illustration, as you can see, it's more interesting. We have more interesting composition, more elements, and we have 2 snails here, smaller than the previous ones, but it doesn't matter because they are here. And I use markers in this coloring book, so I believe I would be able to color it rather quickly. And what the good thing is that there is a second illustration. very summery again, a lot of elements, flowers, and we have one small snail here, along with other creatures like caterpillar, ladybug, butterfly and bees, which we have already colored for different prompts, right? So this is my choice, and I'm very happy that we've got this prompt snail, because easy to find, a big choice of illustrations, easy to color, and I was able to find such nice, simple but pretty illustrations. So don't forget, you have time until the 11th of November, and from you I expect maybe more complicated illustrations than these ones, because you will have more time. I'm joking, of course, you can color whatever picture you fancy. So that's all, I think. I wanted to film another video and maybe to post it, like in advance. You choose a date on YouTube, and then it posts your video, but I'm afraid I won't be able, because no time at all. So I believe we'll see each other in 3 weeks time. But when I'm back, and if I have time, maybe I will film another video with my new coloring books, because I've got quite a few coloring books new in my collection, so I would love to share with you, but we'll see. That was all for today. See you in 3 weeks. Bye.